Hello everybody, it's Molly, and one of my most successful, not successful, that's not the right word, but one of my most viewed videos is my Q&A, and as I have not a free week, but you know, just a week where I could slot a Q&A in, I thought I would film a Q&A for you guys. So I asked all of you amazing people on Instagram to ask me questions, and the response was crazy. I had 70 something questions, which is pretty insane considering when I did my first Q&A, which was my first one, I think I had 12 questions asked. So you can see how far it's come since. So obviously some of you have been following me from the beginning and I know you now, and some of you are new, and if you are new to the channel, hello. I'm sorry I haven't welcomed you before. So the very first question I got asked was by Kemi, who asked me, what inspired you to make a YouTube? I have been asked this question so many times, and I still am not entirely sure, but one of the things that has inspired me to start this YouTube channel is what Zoella is doing, and Tanya Bear, and all the beauty gurus really. Every one of them has inspired me, and it's like a little tiny snippet of Zoella, and a little tiny snippet of Tanya, and a little tiny snippet of Naomi, and so many other YouTubers have made this channel what it is. Okay, the second question I got asked was by Kemi as well. She said, what's your biggest fear? My biggest fear is spiders. And my next question was off tills.sug. She asked me, favourite male and female YouTuber. This is so cheesy and everybody says it, but I'm just gonna join in. My favourite female YouTuber is Zoella, and my favourite male YouTuber is Alfie Days. Although Jim Chapman comes a very, very close second, as does Tanya Bear, and so does Marcus Butler. And I would also say Naomi, but I just don't really watch Naomi that much. Okay, little_chagger asked, who is your YouTuber role model? And as well as Zoella, and I do love Zoe, but she's not my main YouTube role model, I don't think. I think my main YouTube role model is Tanya Bear, because I've been reading her book, and as I've read it, I've realised, wow, she is literally me in a person that's not me. And oh my word, like, this book, by the way, if you don't have it, has some amazing pictures in. It's fantastic. I would really, really recommend this book. But Tanya Bear, she wanted to go into media, or was that right? She wanted to go into something that wasn't beauty. And then she wanted to be a makeup artist, and then she was a makeup artist, and then she went into YouTube, and that is literally what I want to do with my life. Motivator.suglet asked me something like 20 separate questions, but I'm just going to pick the first one you asked plus another one. So the first question you asked me was, would you rather read The Fault in Our Stars or If I Stay? I've read both of those books, but I have to say The Fault in Our Stars would win. The Fault in Our Stars held a special place in my 2014 because it was such a massive part, and I think a lot of teenage girls across the nation would agree. Okay, the next question was off Beauty Gal. Said, do you watch Pretty Little Liars? If not, you have never lived. I have never lived, I'm sorry. I really do want to watch Pretty Little Liars. I've been saying to all my friends, oh, should I watch it, should I watch it? And one of my friends, Jenny, watches it, and a couple of other people, and I was like, I will watch it, and I'm going to watch Pretty Little Liars if and when I can find the time around videos and schoolwork. Motivator Sug also asked me, what's your Snapchat? If it's personal, will you create a Snapchat for fans? One, I don't have fans. That's so weird. Like, I do have Snapchat though, too. My Snapchat is Molzyolzy, which is MOLZYOLZY. We'll accept you on there because why not? Charlie Lally, sorry about names, asked me, if you had a choice of just using Mac or drugstore for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Now, even though I only actually have 4 Mac products, I would choose Mac because I just want it all. I go into the shop and I'm like, I want it all, I want it. Motivator Suglet asked, who is the first YouTuber that you fell in love with? This is going to be the last question that I asked, that they asked me that I answer, because I really had to think about this. And I remember back in about 2012, so we're going back about 3 years now, I found Pointless Blog on YouTube. And I watched one of his videos, and I'll try and link the video I watched below. And I watched it, and I was like, no, his voice is way too irritating, I can't possibly watch him. And now, Alfie is literally, like, part of my daily routine. I don't really go a day without watching Alfie Days. So. But he wasn't the first one I fell in love with. The first YouTuber I fell in love with, I used to religiously watch Colleen, as in Miranda Sings, but not. But now I don't really watch her. Sath K said, what inspired you to make videos? I love you so much. As you can see, I had a lot of questions about why I started and what inspired me and who inspires me and but what inspired me to make YouTube videos? Well, my friend actually was the one that told me to start YouTube, and I was like, okay, why not? And that's before I'd even watched YouTubers, so I hadn't watched anything, I didn't know the best way to do it, I had no idea how you edited. Some of the videos I made were, and are, absolutely shocking. Luke Hemmings is bae said, relationship status, love your videos. My relationship status is single because, you know, get all the worldies me. Sprinkle of Rachel asked me, why did you start your Instagram? I started my Instagram because I knew I was going to start a YouTube and wanted it to have a solid foundation coming in from somewhere. Maisie Nova said, who's your celebrity crush? And she also said, who inspired you to start YouTube? But I've already answered that. So who's my celebrity crush? My celebrity crush is Benedict Cumberbatch and, oh my god, so many other people. Alfie Days, Marcus Butler, Jim Chapman, Tom Felton. So many people. Maisie also asked me, what is your favourite thing to do in your spare time? Favourite thing to do in my spare time is probably watch YouTube. It's really sad. Either that or maybe reading. I don't really have a lot of spare time, so I don't really know. It's Bae, maybe? I don't know, sorry. Asked, what is your favourite song? My favourite song at the moment is... No, it's very old. It's Taylor Swift's original album. I think it's her original album. Her first album from 2008, and there's a song on it that's called The Best Day, and I can't really listen to it because it makes me really sad, but I'll link that below as well if you want to listen to it. It's so sad, but that is one of my favourite songs at the moment. Also Taylor Swift, Blank Space, and also Ed Sheeran, Shirt Sleeves I really like, which is off his X album, but it's not that famous, but I really like it. Romana Wright said, what subjects do you take in school? Did take if you have left. I haven't left. Not far off leaving though, praise the Lord. But I'm currently taking art, history and textiles GCSE, also French and RE, because our school make you do a language and make you do RE as well. Okay, the last question, which I think is a great one to end in, and is also off Romana Wright. Romana, I'm sorry. She said, if you could make your own makeup line, what would you call it and what products would be in it? Now, I have thought about this before. Obviously I'm not creating a makeup line anytime soon because I don't have anybody that would want to buy it, but if ever in the foreseeable future I did have a makeup line, I would like to call it either something to do with this YouTube channel, just like Beauty Spectrum, and then I could have a whole spectrum of beauty. When I was little, I always fantasized on having a fashion range called Dib Dabs, which sounds really stupid now because this is going back 6 years or 5 years maybe, and I would kind of like to make that come true still, but I don't know. That's so sad, oh my god. Alright, so that is it for this Q&A. I don't know how well Q&As will go down now that I have a couple more subscribers since I did it last time, but if you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Sorry that question and answer videos always end up kind of long, but let me know any videos you would like to see down below, and ask me any questions for next time. I will see you really soon, and I love you all very much. Goodbye guys.